Today is May 13th, 2026. May 13th, 2026. And it is now time for the positive message for today. But before I begin that, let me just begin with my verbal verifications as to I am the one and only Octavia Goldstar. The one and only Octavia Goldstar. Now for my verbal public trademark copyright. Everything that I am saying and I am doing in this YouTube live stream, book me Octavia Goldstar, are all of my ideas and my creations coming from my mind, my thoughts, my lived experiences, and my opinions. And now I'm going to get started with the positive message. The positive message for today, the title or the topic for the positive message for today will be, it's going to be inspired from one of my positive messages called Choices. It's going to be called Choices today, yes. And I'm loving this so much. And guess what? I don't even have anything written down. 99.99% when I am, speaking about the positive message for today, or just speaking about it, and as far as the title or the topic, I don't have anything written down. I just keep it within boundaries and respect and according to my policy. As for the Octavia Goldstar brand, I'm going to cut on my twin friend over here. And I'm going to cut it down. No, go down. Wow, this stuff is on here. Okay. This stuff is on here. Wait a minute, this is from last night. How did that is weird. Okay, so 10 people are watching. Wow. 10 people are watching. Okay, well, so the positive message for today will be choices. I'm going to cut on, what my positive message for today to you all is inspired by. I'm going to cut on one of my positive messages of music. I'm going to go to that right now. Okay, so let me go to that right now. What is that? No. So choices is coming from the beauty of positivity app. I'm going to go to that. And I'm going to go to choices. Okay. So the title or the topic for today is called Choices. And so I thought that I will come to my platform with that because, sometimes, a lot of times, I get like a lot of people that will sometimes talk to me on a personal level. And they'll be like, you know what, I got this going on in my life, I got that going on in my life. For instance, they might come to me and they might say, you know what, I'm thinking of just making a change with my house, and I'm just thinking that, what do you think I should do? What type of person would you think, I should go and get to assist me with, redecorating my house? And I get to telling to me about these different persons, people and their different background, onto which one they think they should pick. And you know what I always say? Do your research in your background. Negative. Positive. Positive, negative. Do your research in your background. I always say that to people. And even when it comes to like jobs and stuff, and you know, especially when it comes to my kids, I love my kids so much. I say, you know what? Always do your research in your background. If you want to really know which job that you want to do, or you want to know, is this the right job for you? Just like they're doing their research and their background on you as far as your history and who you are, you have every right to do your research on your background. What about when it comes to buying a house? When it comes to buying a house, or when it comes to maybe you're just a renter. Do your research in your background. Look up the landlord. Look up the history of the house. And so we have choices. What about when we want to eat something? What are you going to do? You know, and that's very important when we want to eat something, as we are consuming these things inside of our bodies. And when it comes to our health, that should be number one and first, most important when it comes to our health, as well as our health as some healthy relationships. Spreading positivity is what I love to do. When it comes to healthy relationships, and you know, sometimes in the beginning, so I'm going to get on like healthy relationships. We can't see it in the beginning. We don't see none of that in the beginning because we are blinded by love. We're so blinded by love. We're so crazy over love. We don't love to love, right? We all love to love. It's exciting. It's fulfilling. You know, for women, we be feeling all cute and stuff. They just want to keep our nails done, our toes done, our hair done. You know, maybe we'll put on makeup. For me, I don't wear makeup, so there is no foundation on my face. I don't wear it. It scares me. But I know I look pretty in it, but I'm just going to say, I know I look pretty. So makeup is a beauty enhance. But when I put it on and then I look at myself, I be like, oh my God, is that really me? I like, oh, wow. So I don't really wear makeup, but I do like the lashes. And I do like the sparkle like over my eyes. Sometimes I put a little sparkle like right on the side. And then like my gloss are my best makeup features that I love. And of course my babies right here. Yeah, as far as my brand, my babies right here, I do that. And yeah, I love it. And my lashes are just so long. Are they long? That if I push my glasses all the way back, it's going to irritate me and I won't be able to do anything as far as my brand. So, you know, I push it down. And when I started doing it, I was like, oh my God, I love it so much. I love it so much. Okay, so let me get off the subject of me. This subject is not about me. But the title of the topic for the positive message for today is choices. Landyn. Landyn. Hola, 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 hola. Say hi, hi, hi. So I was on the part of relationships when you're making a choice as far as the relationship. And so, you know, for me, I get a lot of that. People saying, you know what, so and so and so and so and so and so. And so and so, and so and so and so and so. This so and so is getting on my nerves. And that so and so is getting on my nerves. All I'm getting on my nerves. You know, sometimes you have people that are in relationships with multiple people. and their head up here. You know, nowadays you can create a man on AI. You can. You can make that man be whatever you want that man to be and look like you want that man to be and have that man say whatever you want that man to say. And as for the man, you can most definitely create a woman on AI too. You can make that woman look like what you want that woman to look like, say to you what you want that woman to say, whatever you want that woman to do to you, she can do it to you on AI. All you gotta do is create it. But you know what? In the world of reality, because I ain't no AI. This is real. I'm so obsessed with myself. I'm obsessed. I love my hands. Oh my goodness. I love my face. I love my lips. I love my eyes. I love myself. I love who God has created me to be. I love to love. I love honesty. I love, you know, just being serious. I don't know. I believe that I am a serious, I'm a serious person, most definitely straightforward and serious person. I'm also the kind of person that when I am going through something, you never know. You never know. I'm the type of person that when I grew up, if I needed a cup of sugar, as I was taught that, if you need a cup of sugar, don't even go next door and ask anybody. Just get it for yourself or find a way to make it happen another way. So I'm that type of person. I am also the type of person that, you know, I've been through a lot, so much that if anything happens, I will always most likely say I've been through it before and I know that God is there for me to help me to weather the storm. I know how to, go to God with all that is affecting me and bothering me. So I'm the type of person that if something was bothering me, you wouldn't even know. Because I'm going to come with all smiles and I'm still going to uplift you and encourage you and inspire you to be your more greater and better selves. But behind the scenes, you will never know that I am going through something. Why is that? Well, because I believe that when you're going through something, that ain't meant to be shared with everybody. People will judge you every time. You know that. They will judge you every time. So I'm going to put on back on the positive message of music. And okay, so there it is. So again, I have people sometimes come to me and they be like, you know what? I just don't know what to do. And as I was saying already, if you really wanted a man or a woman and you just, wanted it right then and there, you can create it over AI. But if you are in the world of reality, ain't you tired of the same old? I don't know what that says, but I'm gonna say it. I can't take it no more. It's your life. I don't choices are have a positive and beautiful day to all of you that are in my chat. Thank you so much for coming over to join in with me. So again, I'm gonna say, you know what? I would say, to someone, if they were trying to, you just had these two different people that are wanting you. Or maybe it's four different people. Or maybe it's six. You could just be so beautiful that they all want you. Could affect your life tomorrow. Do you remember when you first started high school and what they used to call you? And you was a freshie. Remember you was a freshie? They used to be like, oh my gosh, fresh meat. Fresh meat. Oh, we got fresh meat coming up in here. They did when we were in high school. I ain't telling you what year that was either. It was just way back when and then. Oh, fresh meat. And all of the guys wanted It's your life. Choices are all up to you. But this is my chance. This is my show. Speaking. Here's one of my lived experiences, and this one is real. This is a real lived experience that I'm sharing. Remember, I'm only going to share what I want others to know as far as when I come to my YouTube house. So, what choices will you make? What choices will you choose? What are you going to do? What choices have you made? She was like, be careful. Because choices you make today. See, I wasn't used to going outside. I was only like 14 years old when I connected back with her. But when I was with one of my other moms, not my biological mom, I was with one of my other moms. She kept us sheltered in. Spreading positivity is what I love to do. So she kept us sheltered in. We couldn't leave off the front porch. We had to stay in the house, on the front porch, or just down the streets playing hopscotch or riding our bikes or something like that. Red light, green light, rock teacher. We couldn't go anywhere and do anything. There was a person that lives right across the street from me. They are a famous comedian right now. Used to come over and sit on the porch with me, and I'd be doing like this. So they'd just come over and sit on the porch with me. Each way my face was, theirs went the same way. And so then I just started cracking up laughing. But my point for me saying that is that I was sheltered in so much that when I went to my other mom, I began to hang out just more than usual than what she wanted from me. So she would tell me, you know what? You think you're just going to be hanging out like that? If you can do that on Saturday at the deep house parties that I love so much, if you can do that, you still going to get up and you're going to go. This is my show. And you know what? I did it because I ain't want them hands reaching out for me. I didn't want her to put them hands on me. So I got up each and every Sunday and I went to this church, tired or not tired. I got up and I went. So when I went to this particular church, there were two drummers there. Two drummers. And I didn't find this out until after I got with the one that I winded up having my two children by. I tell this to my children all the time. And they laughed. They said, Mama, I already know you already told us. I said, I know, but I'll just tell you again because I like talking about it. There were two drummers. What they do. Spreading positivity is what I love to do. And so, I didn't find out until after me and one of the other church choir drummers, we got together, right? And they were like, you know what, we had a battle. I said, what? Yeah, we were betting to see who was going to get you first. And I said, what happened? And we just started laughing. So, I'm going to say, as me going through a lot of what I went through in my life, I'm going to say what I told this certain young lady is that when you are choosing to be with someone, make sure it is most definitely more than 100%, a match to what your life is. That way, if it's like that, if it's like that, you can't go wrong. I said, you know what, baby girl? Make sure you put God first with that. Did you ask God about it? Because that's what us church folks say. We always say, did you ask God about it first? Did you speak to God about that? What did God show you? I remember one time being at church, and sometimes the church will have people that come to the church. I want to say evangelists that will come to the church. Most of the time, for me, it has always been an evangelist that will prophesy. And one time I was standing up, she was like, "You stand up over there. You stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Stand up right now." And she came to me. When she came in, my hands were sweaty. Oh, my hands were sweating so much. And she looked at me. She said, "You know what?" She said, "God gonna put you in a deep sleep. God is gonna put you in a deep sleep." And she said, "You know what? And when you wake up, you gonna know you can be anything in life you wanna be. Choices are all up to you." I didn't even know what that meant at first. Choices you make today, I said, "God gonna put me in a deep sleep, your life tomorrow." And I didn't know what that means. Negative, positive. So I kept trying to force it and make it happen. I was like, I want to get in this deep sleep so much. I want to know what's gonna happen. I want to know. I said, "Put me in a deep sleep. Put me in a deep sleep." And finally, it happened. Because choices you make today could affect your life tomorrow. Negative, negative. Positive, positive. Negative, positive. And so, let me see. What they do. Spreading positivity is what I love to do. The gold star represents the highest level of self-esteem. I will not take God out of my mouth again. Father, Father, please help us out. Father, Father, please give us the strength. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It's your life. I'm going to tell you one thing. Up to you. But this is my chance. This is my show. You could be anything in life you want to be. Choices are all up to you. I would rather go broke, period. Like Adam and Eve, they didn't have anything when God created them. They didn't have nothing. But one thing God said, as I do believe that, someone went and ate off of that tree. And then we became known to knowing the knowledge of, the awareness of the world. But my point of bringing that up is that I would rather have nothing than to have God in my life. For I know that if I don't have that, I'm going to be destruction, destroyed. I'm going to be shattered. Because first and foremost, ahead of my life is God. For me, it is God. I don't know any other way. So if that is taken away from me, I won't know any other way. I'll be shattered, just crying all the time. I wouldn't even know what to do. And so I believe that the strength of God is in me so much because I don't know any other way. I don't know any other way to go. When I'm in trouble, when I'm in a need of something, when I'm hurting, when I'm down to my last, when I don't know what to do, if I can't call on God, I don't know what I would do. I would probably literally just lose this up here. And that ain't going to happen because I believe that God will not allow that to happen to me. So I'm just going really deep right now and just saying, in the beginning for me, it is God. No matter what I'm doing in my life, when it comes to my job, to my projects, to relationships, men, when it comes to my family, or anything that I'm going through. I'm going through something right now on the outside of my YouTube house. And I'm going to say right now, I put God first in all that I'm doing. So, whatever, whomever, I'm going to say, when you're connecting with someone, make sure God is there first If you are someone that is of the fruit of the Spirit, as to me, make sure God is always present there first. And you will most definitely know. Just go by the history.
Positive love.
All you have to do is go by their history. You have every right to check a person out. You have every right. Even when it comes to you getting with them first, checking out their backgrounds, looking at videos, looking at their history, looking at what type of person they are. How do they treat people? How do they act when they get angry? How are they around their families? What do they do? How do they sustain pressure? You have every right to check that out. And I'm going to say, if it's not equally yoked to you, as church folks say, equally yoked. You got to be equally yoked. I'm equally yoked. If it's not equally yoked,
Speaking.
you can be anything in life you want to be. Choices are all up to you. That is, you know what?
But be careful.
Yeah. Because what you make today could affect your life tomorrow.
So what choices will you make?
So,
what choices will you choose? What are you going to
this
do?
Bible right
What
here
choices have you
was
made?
given to me when I went to
Be
church one
careful.
day. I forgot my
Choices
Bible
you
at
make
home
today
on my couch. The church van came to pick me up. I couldn't wait for the church van. I couldn't wait. I'm like, oh, I'm going to have a good time, praise the Lord, today in church. And left my Bible right there on my couch. But so when I got to church, someone gave me this Bible. They said, where's your Bible at? I said, girl, I left my Bible at home. I left my Bible at home on the couch. She said, don't worry. She said, we got Bibles. And gave me this. I'm never going to talk to you. I'm going to touch the Bible. Look at this one. Look how it look.
But this is my
I toss in my Bible too. This is love. This is how I got all my knowledge.
You could be anything in life you want to be. Choices are all up to you.
I have a master's
But be
degree.
careful. Choices you make
I can't read
today
my Bible.
could affect your life tomorrow.
No, that's how I got my knowledge. For real. That is why I'm who I am today.
So what choices will you
From
make?
the Bible,
What
G.O.D.
choices will you
So
choose?
again, I'm gonna go back to this one right here.
Gonna
I used to
do?
keep this in the
What
front of
choices
the
have
window
you
of my
made?
vehicle.
Be
The front
careful.
window of my
'Cause
vehicle.
choices you make
And the
today
reason why I kept it there,
could
because so
affect
if
your life
anybody
tomorrow.
comes
Negative,
and try to approach my
positive,
vehicle
positive.
and maybe try to
Negative,
get inside of my vehicle,
positive,
take
negative.
this. See?
What?
You can have this
What
if
they
you want
do?
to. But there are words on the front of it.
Spend
And I'm saying, I'm
positivity is
hoping
what
that
I
the
love to
words
do. The goal
and just the
star
presence of
represents
the
the
Bible
highest level
will
of
minister to
self-esteem.
them. And
I
it
will not
says,
take God
don't do it. Meaning, don't break into my vehicle. God see you. God loves you. This is the main thing down here. The main words that I wanted them to know. God loves you. And I believe that the anointing was present on this Bible because I prayed. I have another one now. Now don't go searching for vehicles to see which one got a Bible in the front window. I do have another one. But the reason why I took this one out of my window, because there are so many personal things here that I wrote throughout this Bible. As to when I looked in this Bible the other day, I was like, wow. Let me see if I can find it. When I looked in this Bible, I was like, whoa, what? I couldn't believe it. So let me see if I can find it. And hopefully I can. Like I have all kind of things in here. Purpose of marriage. And that. And I usually will put the date. Who should you marry? This was like a while long. Let me see if the date is here. No, the date is not there. I'm not going to lie. The date is not right there on those. But this Bible is so much certainly marriage and sex in the Bible. I used to look up scriptures because I wanted to know things. This is like a really old Bible about lust. June 12th, 2009 on a Friday. Okay, so 1 Corinthians 7 and 9. Mary. What is that saying? Mary. I ain't gonna say what that is. I'm not gonna say what that is. And so let me see. Now I know it's in here. I just ran into it. So let me see. Oh, let me see. Lonely. First Corinthians 6:16. And I put in parentheses, I put deep. I put deep. And so, but there is not a, oh, okay, there is a date. Again, June 12th, 2009. And so let me see. But there is something in here. And if I can find it, because I don't want to just confidence, June 14, 2009. So, wow, I was really just seeking back then. Reason number eight. Reason number eight. Hebrews 12:1. Okay, so let me see. Um, Here it is. Soulmate prayer. June 14th, 2009, Sunday. June 14th, 2009, Sunday. Keep on praying. Keep your eyes, ears, and most importantly, your heart open till this person arrives in your life. While waiting for God's perfect timing, allow yourself the pleasure of getting to know yourself and others. Experience and enrich your life spiritually and also physically. Make yourself prepared for this person. Take classes, read the Bible, pray, and seek God's will. Most importantly, don't give up because if the Lord has placed such a strong desire in the heart for a soulmate, then the Lord will grant one in His time. Wow. That is deep. And you know what? Guess what? I didn't do that. I didn't do that. As this is a testimony, this is a testimony. I didn't do that. Guess what I did? Sometimes, when you are on the right path and God is, you're speaking of God all the time, God will deal with you and tests will come. Tests will come. So, but I did not do that. I'm getting tears in my eyes right now. The tears aren't going to come down. I don't even want my lashes to come off. So, no, the tears aren't going to come down. But I did not do that. I was hard headed. So, hard headed make a soft behind. And you know what? Just to let you know that this is true. It's really there. I did not do that. I was hard headed. Soulmate. Truth is the path to love. And the only thing worth pursuing when you find yourself, you find your soulmate. Wow. Mark 11:24, 6:14, 2009. Therefore I say to you, unto you, what things so you desire when you pray? When ye pray, believe that ye shall receive them and you shall have them. Wow. I'm not gonna read the other one. But you know what? I'm gonna be completely honest. I didn't do that. I did not do that. So I got my behind whooped because I was hard headed. I was hard headed. I didn't do it. And all it took, it was June, July, August, and I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. All it took was 3 months because it came to me in a form of beauty. It was beautiful, very beautiful, handsome, so beautiful. I mean, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I didn't do it. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't. I did not do it. As this is a testimony, it did not work out. It did not work out. And I believe that if something is of God, it's going to work out because when you put God in it, it's going to work out. So that is what I would continue to tell anyone that comes to me and asks me, what choice should they make? That is what I will continue to tell them. I'm going to say that I believe that I have broken down this positive message for today. I believe that I've broken down, and whew, it did not work out. Ooh wee. This person, I love looking at their face. I was just like mesmerized, like, you want what do you want me to do? I do anything you want me to. I love looking at. I said, I love looking at your face. They said, I love looking at your face. I said, oh, we just love looking at each other faces. Didn't work out. But you know what? When you learn, you know. When you know, you'll do better. And so, and then you will share that with others. You will share that with others and say, you know what, I have experienced that. And I have experienced that. So you know better. And again, I'm gonna say, so when you are wanting to choose someone, make sure that it is a perfect match. Check their history out, their background again. Check everything about them. Take your time. Check it out. See how they act when they get mad. See how they act when they're drinking or under the influence or anything. See how they act when they're mad at you. Do all of that first. Do all of that first. And for me, it is God. I ain't turning my back on God. I don't care what nobody say or do. I will not have nothing and still love God. For that is the fruit of the Spirit. When you think it ain't nothing, it's the most riches. Because God can give you all of that back. Mhm. God can give you all of that back. So putting God first and foremost and ahead of my life, as to me, again, I do believe that. I believe that I've broken down this positive message today. I am now going to right now. I am going to do my special thank you. So I want to thank you, YouTube, so much for the platform. Thank you, YouTube, so much for the platform. Thank you to the producers who continue to produce these beautiful melodies and music for my singles and albums. I'm going to thank my recording music engineers that mix and master all of the music for my singles and albums. I'm going to thank my distribution company for all of your continued support and your help. I'm going to thank right now those of you who continue to download and stream my positive messages over music, continue to create these positively and beautiful TikTok videos to my positive messages over music. I am going to thank the amazing geniuses. The amazing geniuses. I'm giving you a hand clap. It don't matter who you are, what job or title or career you have, you are amazing. You get up each and every day to follow your own path to your own journey. You are amazing. The leaders and the legends, and the leaders who continue to pave the way for up and coming artists and all. Why do I say that? Somebody watching you. Somebody is most definitely watching you. Yeah, they are. You know what they saying? Oh, okay. This person like me. They don't know I'm watching them. Uh-huh. They want to get up with me and all this. Want me to go out on a date? Don't go out on no date with nobody you just met the first day. They watch it. They watching. They must. Do you think they ain't watching? They're watching. They are watching. And they said, you know what? I'm watching. You know what else they're saying? Maybe they're saying, and be just like you. You inspire me. You uplift me. You encourage me. The leaders and the legends. The legends and the leaders. You know who you are. And so I'm going to say thank you so much to those of you that came over to the chat. Landy Gibson, another name, I can't pronounce your name. MEHERUNNESABINU said hi. Hi. Thank you all for coming over to my chat today. Thank you all so much for subscribing. If you have subscribed, for hitting the thumbs up, for viewing, for watching, for visiting, for hanging out with me, for hitting the thumbs up, for liking any of my comments, my videos, or my lives. But to the greatest one of all, God, for it is your love that continues to inspire us all each and every moment of our lives, even right down to this moment. And I do believe that for me, it is God. And so I'm going to say, rain or shine consistently, I'm going to be right here. I most definitely I'm going to be right here. When I say right here, I mean in this space. In this space that is the Octavia Gold Star space. So sometimes maybe I can't just be right here at my YouTube house, but I will be on location, maybe coming very soon somewhere else. Or maybe I'm out and something may come up. But regardless, I'm going to be right here, even if it means just putting up the camera right here and say, hey, hey, just came in to encourage you all. You know, I'm gonna be right here, 6:30 to 6:55 a.m. for the positive message for today. Your early motivation and encouragement. Depending on my schedule, I just may be late or I just may go over in time, meaning that it just may vary. But for tonight, my 224th night, my 224th night for my therapeutic rehearsal sessions beginning at 6:30 or 7 o'clock p.m. Depending on my schedule, I just may go over, I just may be late, meaning that it just may vary. And so I'm going to say, the windows and the doors will most definitely open. Look at this. How beautiful this is. This is where I'm at right now. You ain't got no choice but to believe it because I'm showing you. This is on the top of my YouTube house right now. This is my own street sign. It says YouTube. What does it say? Let me make sure. YouTube Streets. Book me a Tavia Gold Star. There is a gold sign that says 777 on the front of the house. There are two double gold doors right there with my gold stars, with a Tavia Gold Star written in cursive blend. The same is up here. All of this that you're seeing on this picture has a limited worth and value. And you don't have any other choice but to believe it because I'm showing it to you and I'm saying it to you. It is written and it is sealed. This car has a limited worth and value to it. You ain't got no other choice but to see it. There is no license plate. You don't need to know all that. That's too much information. And so I want to say to you, if you want to say I don't want her to have that type of car, you could just think of the type of car that you want me to have, but make sure it's gold with gold rims. And it is a 2028 luxurious vehicle. Okay, my address, if you want to come and visit me, it's 777 Book Me a Tavia Gold Star, YouTube Street. The YouTube, I'm going to say, the music gold notes that you see, it might be on this side. It should be on both sides, though. I'm continuing to go all the way out of the window from my YouTube house onto the YouTube streets to my YouTube neighbors. It's, I'm going to say, the Octavia Gold Stars theory. And I'm almost done. The Octavia Gold Star theory is that when we continue to show up, the numbers are going to go up. And so the date, and the time, and all the other stuff that belongs to you, money. You might got other stuff that belongs to inside of that. But I'm going to say, why is that? Because we ain't giving up. And so right now, I am going to officially close down my positive message for today. As the title of the topic for today was, choices. Yeah, it was choices. And so I'm going to go right now to the positive message that I will always leave at my YouTube house. Or I believe that it is a positive and beautiful way for me to close down my life. And I'm going to go to right now. It is going to be positive love. Positive love, positive love, positive love, positive love, positive love, positive love. You and me love, 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 you and me love. Positive love, positive love. Subscribe, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Book me a Tavia Gold Star. Book me a Tavia Gold Star. I'm gonna say if you had subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. I'm gonna say like, share, and comment. Like, share, and comment. Like me, hit the thumbs up. Share me the share this YouTube video. Like my channel with the one that is coming up in conversations. You just never know who you may be helping out. I'm gonna say comment, 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 do comment because I will check your comments. And even on your comments, I just may coming back to you. I'm gonna say hit the alert bell for notifications. Hit the alert bell for notifications. I might just be doing that pop-up live or pop-up video. I'm gonna say you hit the alert bell for notifications. It should and it will. It should and it will. It should and it will. I'll definitely notify you when I'm uploading a live or video. I'm gonna say you know what and tell somebody. I'm positively loving more and more. When you're making a choice about something, make sure you pray about it. But you know what? God about it. I can't help but to tell you that. I don't really know the way I was raised that way. I'm gonna say you all continue to laugh, dance, sing, smile, put happiness, fun, and love